One of the things that I really love most about this time of the year is all of the energy. I see a bunch of Facebook posts about people like revamping their business, or they got a new business website, or they're taking their business to the next level, or they're making personal goals to just be a better person or be a more involved member in their community or their church, or be more involved with their family. And I love that energy. I just like feed off of it. So I'm gonna be spending a lot of time on YouTube looking at all those really cool videos, and you should go check them out too. But I literally didn't get to film anything except for one clip yesterday, and I'll show that here. Ghosty, were you eating toilet paper again? What is this? What is this? What is that? Ghost. Don't eat it. Because I had spent the whole day editing myself. So daily vlogging is actually a lot of work. And I knew that because I've been kind of making videos for a long time now. I just had never done it at a daily pace, and it feels like I'm working two jobs. It feels like I'm working my regular job that pays me, and I'm working this job. So I definitely have to stay focused. But what I really want to do is, I've got all these goals, and one of my favorite YouTubers, and she has a blog and she has a business, put a theme word on the year, and I thought, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. So I have to think of, if I were to put a theme word on this year that were to like really focus, like, yeah, debt payoff, like, yeah, like daily vlogging's new, like, if I had to put like a word that would encompass 2017 for me, what would it be? Do you guys do that? Comment below if you have a word for the year and what your word for the year is. I'd really like to know. But I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like winded, so I have to turn this off and get to work. So I feel like there are 101 things that I want to do today and this week and this month, but my brain gets all like sidetracked on all these side projects, and I really just want to like go to the dollar store and get a planner, but then I just get distracted and I never actually start doing whatever it is that I wanted to do, because I'm like, oh, I have to do this first, and I have to do this first, and I have to do this first, and it's really just like a way to like get sidetracked and like not start whatever it is that I wanted to do. And I think a lot of that comes from like a place of fear, like a place of like, do I think I can really actually do it? Or like, what if I do it wrong? Or what if I try to do it and it's like not up to my expectations, or it's like not good enough? Because I don't ever want to like be caught in that scenario where you try something and you want to do it really well, and then you find out that you're like, what you made is like falling apart, or like not good enough, or like not even like remotely cool. And I think that was one of the major things that kind of was like the kink in like the plan, or like, the wrench in like all the cogs, is I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this for a really long time, but I was really, really afraid that it just would not be like quite up to snuff. I'm just that kind of a person where it's so easy for me to want to produce like perfection and do it really right, but under the umbrella of I'm afraid to like go ahead and just do it. So, but at the same time, when I'm ready to make a decision, I'm ready to make a decision, and placing barriers on my ability to like perform or do things, like going to the Dollar Tree and getting a planner because I couldn't just take a piece of scratch paper and like make a list. No, I should just take a piece of scratch paper and make a list. Or setting bigger barriers that say, you can do X if you do A, B, and C first, when there's no real boundary there. It's just me that I've set something up for myself. There's no actual reward because I have to like do A, B, and C, which aren't even directly related to X. So I don't know, I'm getting off on like a tangent, but I'm gonna go eat my apples and peanut butter, like breakfast / lunch meal, and then I have to do all those things that I was gonna do, so I'm sitting here working on my YouTube stuff and it's taking forever. I'm so disappointed. I upgraded to like the next level up from the free software that I was using, and I've been using it for like 2 days and I haven't quite figured out all the kinks yet. But I thought for sure that the rendering process, because I render when I edit, would be sped up, and then the exporting process would be sped up, because I still do stuff after I put it in the file format that YouTube will accept. I still do stuff to it. But it's taking like an hour to render. Excuse me. It's taking an hour to create the file format for uploading, which they call render. I call it exporting. And then it takes another hour to upload into YouTube. So I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm a little bit frustrated, but I just have to do more research. It's really limiting me on options and workarounds. So I guess I just have to do more research and I have to play with it. But this is definitely something that is exciting for me. And it's, you know, after the initial kind of investment, it's definitely something that I can do all year pretty much for free. And just going back to like my thoughts earlier about like, oh, if I were to put a label on what this year would be called for me, I think going back to like the very first video I put up, that it's actually scheduled to come out in like the next 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna call this year the why not year. Like 2017 for me is definitely going to be a year of why not, because I thought, well, maybe it's the year of like overcoming things that I'm like afraid to do, or maybe it's the year of like being brave, because like I'm actually going to do this all over again and start all over again and pay off all this debt, and that's definitely scary and overwhelming. But I think why not really encompasses all those things. Like, why not get up and do this? Why not go to the gym? Why not fill in the blank, whatever you want to do? So I think that's a really strong, slightly open-ended, but really strong goal to have for this year, is the why not year. So probably hear me say that a ton more times. But this is taking forever. It's at 36%. So I'm going to get up and do other things, because this, I'm too go. I can't just sit. This is killing me. So it's like 1:30. I guess I should probably shower and do some other things. Oh, something else. So I was thinking like, oh, well, you know, it's really easy to get bored and want to spend money on things and want to do fun things. So that's what I was talking about, how this is like a free hobby for me. It's not really free. We both know that I spent a little bit of money on the camera and a tripod, and I just bought a car mount for my car so I can record safely while driving, because that's not a joke. It's not to be taken lightly. But is like self-care things. So like I went to the gym. You don't have to have a gym membership. I'll let other YouTube channels cover that. Just Google at-home workout. But just being physically active, cooking, you have to eat anyway, self-care things. So just like I have a personal microdermabrasion thing that I can just do a demo of it. It's really super cool. That was a gift to myself. So just like things that you can do that you'd have to do anyway, maybe just take it up a notch, and that will kind of expedite the journey for you, because you're doing things that are important to you, you're doing things that are improvements, and you're doing things that you'd kind of have to do anyway. So might as well just kind of bump it up a notch and make it free, make it fun. So that's kind of turning into a rant. I have no idea how I'm gonna edit this, but anyway, come watch me give myself a facial. Ghost, you don't even use toilet paper. Don't. You don't use toilet paper. You don't. You say sorry. You say sorry.